was wrong about him having another bad game. Let's get into some reactions to this game. I got Mosh Sports here with me. Obviously, check him out on all socials. We did that stream with Grant, and we were very, very concerned yesterday about the weather. And it turned out, I'll give myself a little credit here. The game wasn't what we projected. It wasn't snowing. It wasn't raining. It was pretty good weather for Brock Purdy to try and test the Cleveland defense. And that's as impressive of a quarterback performance I've seen against that Browns secondary in a few weeks, at least 4 or 5, 6 weeks. Like, they are only giving up 170 yards per game passing. Purdy was a little bit under that metric, but 2 touchdowns, including the rushing. All the stuff he did before the half was excellent. I was really impressed with him, dude. Like, I think he played very well. I mean, the toe looked better. Now he gets some rest going into the break. I'm very, 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 very impressed. And I think obviously they need to win the Tennessee game. They should. If they lose that game, call the season. You can't lose to Tennessee and expect to make the playoffs. But assuming they win that game and they get to 10-4 out of the break, heading into week 15, their final 3 games are all 50-50 games. Colts don't look too good, but it's in Indianapolis, so I'll give them a little bit of credit there. Primetime game Monday night. Chicago at home, which is good. If it was at Soldier Field, I'd take Chicago. And Seattle at home. And those are 3 winnable games. They could see themselves at 13-4. They could see themselves at 10-7. They could be in the middle of that, 11-6 or 12-5. But I'm very impressed with how Robert Saleh has his defense playing. I know it's the Browns, but it's not like Shador. He didn't turn the ball over. He didn't play horrible. He holds the ball too long. What are your initial thoughts on Brock Purdy, Maj, and how impressed were you with his performance today? Because I was very impressed. He made all the right decisions today.
I mean, if you didn't watch the game and you looked at his box score, it's probably like, okay, this guy had the most mediocre game. But you got to put into the fact, like, I don't know how to word this. You got to put it into perspective on how, like, where he was playing, super windy, stuff like that. So I thought Brock played a really good game. Like, the biggest thing I could take away from this game is he wasn't chucking the ball, just like try to make those $53 million plays like he was doing the last 2 games. Like, nothing was open, chuck it out of bounds. I think he tried to do one of those plays, and we talked about it. It was that one to the back of the end zone for Pearsall, but like that's not
But it was out of bounds. It was out of bounds.
Do those once a game. Every quarterback does that like a couple times a game, but just do that once a game, maybe 2 times. But he tends to do it like 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Like, it's just
6, 7.
I knew that's why I said that. And that's the part that's annoying, but he didn't do that today. Like, he just looked better. And like I was watching the broadcast, the reporter, like the girl, she said that Brock Purdy didn't have a steel plate in his toe. It looked like he didn't. His balls had more zip on it. He was running around. He was more mobile. And Kyle Shanahan, these last 2 games, he never called a running play with Brock Purdy. And today he did. And guess what? We got a touchdown and Brock Purdy hit the Dougie. Guess what? Your quarterback can't hit the Dougie as good as my quarterback. Simple as that.
Well, I'm very glad Brock played well. I'm glad he's getting some confidence back. I do want to say what we talked about on your stream a little bit. The 49ers here with Robert Saleh playing the way that they're playing, does it make you angry? And we've talked about this with Grant too, that they didn't trade for an extra edge rusher, because Keon White played great, Farrell played great, but you don't have Nick Bosa or Warner. Imagine if they had even given up a 3rd or 4th round pick for Bradley Chubb, or given up a 2nd for Jermaine Johnson, or gotten Jalen Phillips. You know what I mean? Because I think
something. Maybe something.
The Niners are a better team than the Philadelphia Eagles. I do, even presently constructed. They're playing like
Robert Saleh. Like I told you, give this man however much money he wants. He's making Keon White look like a freaking steal for the 49ers. This guy, Keon White, I've been saying this ever since he got here. It's not like this was his first good game. He's been having back-to-back good games. Like, he's been playing well the whole time since he's been here. And then Cleveland Farrell gets let go by the Washington Commanders and comes here. I think he has 3 sacks already. Like, he has as much sacks as Samuel Kuwanu, and Samuel Kuwanu has been playing the whole season. Like, I'm shocked. I don't know if it's Robert Saleh, if he's like a whisperer to all these guys and just makes them significantly better, which I think he does, because if we still had Nick Sorensen, I don't think Keon White would do absolutely anything. I do think Robert Saleh does have a big part of this, and that's why I think he's a top 3 defensive coordinator. I don't think he's a good head coach, and that's why I think he should stay with the 49ers, because if he does, again, this team next year, if healthy, fingers crossed, is a Super Bowl contending team. I think if we had our full defense right now, I don't think the Browns score a touchdown this game. I don't think they score a touchdown. I think this game's like 20. What
Yeah,
was the final score? 28-6, 28-8? No,
6 or 8, 8,
26-8.
8. Yeah, they got the 2-point conversion. They got the 2-point conversion.
Honestly, I think they
Um,
have 3 points by the end of that game. 3 points. Literally 3 points. Like I just think Robert Saleh is the like people talk about offseason signings. He was the biggest offseason signing. I love Robert Saleh. I don't know what we're gonna do if he leaves. I'll be very,
Evan,
very
at
sad.
my boy Evan says he was about to hammer Browns plus 5.5. Thank God he didn't. Yeah, I mean, I thought the Browns would win. I said Browns money line yesterday, just going into the. By the way, Trey Lance just replaced Justin Herbert in the Chargers game, which is wild. That's a whole
Why?
separate
What happened?
injured hand for Justin Herbert. I
So he's
don't
out for
know
the
how.
whole game?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how severe it is,
I'm
but
telling you
like
right now, Justin Fields, if he's getting an opportunity, give Trey Lance one. Justin Fields is terrible. Oh my god, that guy's terrible. I just had to put that out there. He's so bad.
Justin Fields is Anthony
Tyrod Taylor
Richardson,
is looking
Justin
better than Justin
Fields,
Fields.
like dude, they're all the same guy. Oh my God, 170-yard throw. Just because you're a great athlete doesn't mean you can play quarterback. I mean,
Yeah, very true.
Lamar Jackson is an excellent pocket passer. That is a great athlete. Kyler Murray is a great athlete that can't throw the football, right? Like that's the thing here. Dude, like I don't know. By the way, I'm still depressed. TikTok hasn't kicked me out of the monetization program. All I've given to
Bringing it up,
TikTok,
it just
all the
hurts. I
money
know.
I've made TikTok, and they didn't even give an excuse. So I'm hoping it gets figured out. They claimed, well, if you get 5 strikes in a month or 5 flags, you get kicked out. I got 1 flag, and they kicked me out.
Yeah.
So
I don't
I'm
know.
broke now,
It
bro.
sucks.
I'm broke. I can't be going to these nice coffee shops in LA right now. I can't be going to hopefully my manager figures it out. But
She
yeah,
will.
dude, very depressed.
I have
I've given my whole life to TikTok and this content, and I'm glad the Niners won, but I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather have the Niners lose 3 games and me get my bread, bro, off TikTok in a row. I don't care.
real. Real.
I don't care. Someone's asking what hat is that?
My
Oilers.
hat?
Oilers hat, isn't it?
Oilers, baby. I'm also
Yeah.
wearing the Edmonton shirt. Barstool. We're full
Mm.
Edmonton. Full Edmonton, baby. Come on. Go Oilers.
Yeah. Someone said Nico Collins, though. I know we're talking about the Niners game here, but Nico Collins is good. I think the Texans win the division. Jacksonville,
And that's surprising. I did not think the Texans were gonna win.
yeah. I mean, it's tough, man. I mean, they got such a good defense. Indianapolis stinks. They've always been bad. They
And
were
then Sauce
fraudulent
Gardner
ever
went
from the
down.
start.
Sauce Gardner went down.
That's why you don't trade for Sauce Gardner and give up
No,
picks,
you
bro.
don't do
Like
that.
Daniel
You
Jones
don't.
is your fucking quarterback. You're never winning shit with Daniel. It's the same thing with Bo Nix, bro. And I like Bo Nix. As good as Denver's defense is, give me the Bills in the playoffs. I don't care. I don't care how bad the
Exactly.
Bills are playing right now. Give me the Bills. Give me the Ravens. Give me the Chiefs, even if they were to make it. Give me the
I agree.
Patriots. Bills. I mean, give me the Patriots over the Broncos because the Patriots have a quarterback, bro. Like to me,
Mhm.
that
I agree.
matters. That shit matters. I don't, like.
And you're right.
Okay, Max Brosmer, throw to fucking Justin Jefferson, bro. When I need Justin Jefferson and JSN
I hope
most,
this Brosner guy cooks.
he's not. He's not throwing it to Justin Jefferson, and obviously JSN isn't.
Are
Isn't.
quarterbacks stupid? Like, you have literally the best wide receiver in the NFL, and you don't throw the ball to him. He's probably open on every freaking play, and they don't do it. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't.
All right, we'll go back to the Niners though, because this is a pivotal stretch moving forward. You get into the bye week. What do you want them after the Tennessee win? Hopefully, what do you want to see from them? What's going to be the key to winning? At least 1 or 2 of those 3 games down the stretch against Chicago, Indianapolis, and Seattle. And I don't want to like disrespect Tennessee, but if you lose to Tennessee, you should pack your bags and not play the rest of the year. I'm sorry. That
I agree.
football team is fucking horrible. There's CFL teams that are better than Tennessee and the Raiders.
I genuinely think that if Brock Purdy plays like this for the rest of the season, this team could upset a lot of teams. This is the Brock Purdy we want. Like, if Brock Purdy can play like how he played today and maybe get a little bit more yards, I think the weather definitely had a huge factor. Like Shedeur Sanders on one throw, it looked like a throw that I would throw. Like, it was a spiral and then it just started literally just flipping. So I don't know. I think Brock Purdy has to play like this every game. Like, I was going into this game, even I was with my cousin, I was like, man, I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a game from Brock Purdy. Not going to lie, probably bet the over on interceptions. Like, I was just like, being
Yeah.
realistic, I was like, I don't know. I just don't have a good feeling. Like he just hasn't been playing good recently, right? So, but then he comes out here and plays like that. If Brock Purdy can play like that every single week, we will be just fine. And I think we coast and I think we win out. I think we beat Tennessee, we beat Indianapolis, we beat the Bears, and that Seahawks game will be close, but I think we could beat them too. Like I think this Niners, does not
I think they
even the
could win out.
defense,
I think they could win out. I think
even
it's
the defense is
possible. Dude, Sam Darnold is gonna throw 2 interceptions against the Niners,
when it's a
because
big game. Sam
when
Darnold,
it's a
what does
big
he do?
game, Sam Darnold crumbles, and, Seattle fans, they have a very passionate fan base, let's just say that. They have a great team, but the
They do.
quarterback has always been the problem for that team,
What's
and
the
it will
score of that game right now? Do you know the score?
3-0, I think Seattle.
Yeah,
I
I don't
picked
know about Seattle.
Minnesota in this game to pull off the upset. I think they're due. Could be wrong. Oh, I think our boy just threw a fucking pick. Oh,
Who?
man.
Brosner?
Bro, he's so bad, bro. Oh, no, they punted. Meanwhile, JSN's doing cardio. But back to the Niners. I do think that this is a team that can upset the Eagles. Like if they play the Eagles in the first round or the Bears, I'm taking
Dude,
Niners
I'm
money
telling you,
on the
Brandon,
road.
no team wants to see the Niners.
No
No
team,
team.
even without Bosa and Warner. Why? Because this stat is very important. I know Niner fans give Kyle Shanahan a lot of shit. They shouldn't. Kyle Shanahan deserves a lifetime contract, by the way, in my opinion. I know Grant and I disagree on that. Grant Cohn does not like Kyle Shanahan. I think he's top 3 coach. The only 2 coaches or 3 coaches that have beaten Kyle Shanahan in the playoffs as the 49ers head coach is Andy Reid, Sean McVay, and Nick Sirianni. And the Eagles game was because Brock got hurt.
Yeah,
He's made
that was
the
crazy.
NFC title game every fucking time he's made the playoffs. So, I would not be shocked if this is a 2022 Jimmy Garoppolo or 2021. What was that? 21
21.
Garoppolo Niners team. That ends up facing the Rams again in the NFC title game at SoFi Stadium. With a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Like that could absolutely happen. I mean, the Eagles stink. The Lions,
They do.
I'm scared. I'm scared of the Lions, but they're not going to make the playoffs. The Packers, they literally see Freddy Krueger every time they think about the 49ers. They don't want to play the 49ers,
No.
even though I like the Packers team. I just think Love is going to choke when it matters most. I'd be most worried about Dallas, but I don't even think Dallas gets in, or
Really?
or the Rams. Like I think right now the 2 best teams in the NFC are, I hate to say it, 3 best teams. I'll include the Bears, Rams, and I think Dallas. I do. Their offense is unstoppable. Luckily, they won't get into the playoffs. Thank fucking God, because I know Dax screws up in the playoffs, but dude, Pickens has been such a game changer for the Cowboys.
Dude,
The only
Pickens is
team I
elite.
wouldn't want to play is the Rams, but I think the Rams would have the toughest time of anybody in the playoffs with the 49ers. I do. I do.
I agree. I agree.
I do.
That's what I'm saying. If the 49ers were healthy, I think we are the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, but it's never going to happen. They cursed somebody. Did we bury somebody under the stadium with our luck, with our injury
I
luck?
don't know.
Did
I
we
don't
do
know,
the
man.
Jimmy Hoffa with Detroit? That's why Detroit has never won. They buried his ass under the stadium. Not confirmed, not a conspiracy theorist, but did you watch The Irishman?
No.
Yeah,
I'm just
Irishman's a
God,
good movie.
I want the I don't know, man. It's so annoying. Just like they mentioned the
Dude,
Michael Williams injury and all that. It's just frustrating.
it is annoying. If we need to look, Chiefs and Eagles have probably done this. They're probably sacrificing people under the stadium. If we need to do that to win a Super Bowl,
Do it.
I'm not saying sign me up, but like
Do
I'm
it.
sure we can find somebody. Like, if we have to do some like devil worshiping shit under the stadium to win a Super Bowl, and I'm a man of God saying that. For a Super Bowl, I'll do fucking anything for a Super Bowl. I don't know what the
Super Bowl would
Chiefs
be
do every
awesome.
year to get there, and the Eagles
Yeah.
just they're a boring fucking team to watch, dude. I'm sick and tired of them. I can't wait till they lose in the first round. They're boring. They're bad. Jalen Hurts is very mid. The 2 best games of his life were in the Super Bowl, and Kansas City might not even make the playoffs. So like the
Crazy, man.
Rams have a clear shot to the Super Bowl, but they lost to Carolina today. I still think the Rams are the best team in the NFC right now. I don't think there's any question, even with the loss
No.
to Carolina. Like I still think like Adams is playing out of this world. We could have had him another John Lynch disaster class, letting him go to the division rival Rams. Puka is playing out of this world. Stafford is still having a very good season, 32 touchdowns, now 4 interceptions, not 2, in a fumble today. But yeah, dude, I mean, the NFC's wide open. This is what pains me about not making the move. And Callum here says, I want us to play Nick Martin more. The
That was out
potential
with
is
the
crazy.
concussion,
I
though.
agree. I don't know. He cannot be worse than Luke Gifford. I'll tell you right now, I'm 6'6", 245. My 40 time is probably slow as shit. I guarantee you I could play linebacker better than Luke Gifford right the fuck now.
I don't think it's hard. I don't.
I
Like,
don't think
Luke
it's
Gifford
difficult.
looks like a headless chicken. That guy needs to
Yeah.
stop playing football. That guy's, like, actually I don't know why we even signed him. He's so
Yeah.
bad. He is
He's so
so
bad.
painfully
He
bad.
should be sent to the shadow realm, dude. He
That's
is
exactly.
horrible. He's fucking bad. He should never be on that field again. Nick Martin cannot. I know. Oh my God, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. Oh, they play different positions of linebacker. Who gives a fuck? Then teach Nick Martin how to play Luke Gifford's spot. Very simple. In practice, do
I
it.
don't think it's
End of
yeah.
fucking story. I mean, I don't. Does he have dirt on Kyle Shanahan? Why is he playing? Luke Gifford fucking sucks. And
Yeah, I
by the
don't
way, Luke Farrell was open for that touchdown. I know I'm not going to blame that on Purdy, but Luke Farrell, they gave all that money to do what? He ain't even out there, bro.
no. Yeah, I don't know
Jeffrey
what Luke
Jeffrey says, listen, do you think the Bears beat the Pack last year, lost to the Eagles, Bears beat the Pack? I think the Bears are a better team than the Packers. I do, because their defense right now. And I think Caleb is a way better quarterback than Jordan Love. I don't even think that's a hot take. He's
No.
young still. I think Caleb has the potential to be the best quarterback in football. I still believe that. I still
Yeah.
believe that. I know he has a lot of issues still at holding the ball. His completion percentage is low. His legs are such a weapon. I am concerned. I saw firsthand how Caleb Williams was the best player I ever saw play live in college football. And I've seen a lot of greats live. Caleb Williams was the best player I've ever seen in college football. One of the best prospects I've ever seen. I still believe in him. I still do. I don't care. Like,
And he drinks matcha.
dude, you know how many picks the Niners would give up and Brock Purdy for Caleb Williams? They would give up 6 first-round picks and Brock Purdy to get Caleb Williams. And he's not even the perfect quarterback for the system because he holds the ball too damn long, and Kyle would get mad at him immediately. But Caleb is still going to be very good. And if the Bears, like, dude, like with the Niners schedule next year, and this was what Grant had a point, and I think it matters here. Give up the third to make the move at the deadline, to get Keon White some help and Farrell. Because next year the schedule's harder. The Bears are 9-3, and Caleb hasn't even had a great year. Like, he's been fine, but not good. He's gonna get better, dude. And the Bears are gonna
Yeah.
get better. So, like, that's another
The
team
Bears
that's
are
gonna
kind
be
of a team
better.
now that players wanna go to, so
Yeah,
excited to see what
Ethan
they
Shepard.
turn out
By
to
the
be.
way, Ethan, I wish I could throw 95 like you, bro. Keep the dream alive. Keep throwing 95. I had to hang them up, man. I could not get to that 95 threshold, bro. I'm telling you, I know what it is, Ethan. As hard as I worked, my chest, I have such a big chest, I couldn't disassociate my arm. See, I have no
I love the
separation from
last
my
time we were
chest to
live,
my
you're
to
just
my arm.
really just explaining.
And I had 0 hip shoulder separation. So that didn't help. So I was all thrown with weight. But yeah, Ethan does throw like 95. He's a baller. Alex,
That's
yeah, my guy, bro. Hey, by the way, Texas should be in the playoff. This guy Alex does not agree. They literally, everyone's hating on Alex's Florida team. I respect Florida. It was tough when Billy Napier was the coach to play at the Swamp. And Billy Napier is like Bryce Young. Every other week, he would have a master class of coaching to save his fucking job, right? And
Yes.
people want to blame Texas for losing at Florida by 8 points. And they lost to a better team in Georgia, by the way. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you can't fault them for going and playing Ohio State. I know this is a little off topic for the
Dude, if we don't make
49ers,
the play
but like,
if I check on Tuesday and we're not in a playoff spot, I will
you're
be
not gonna
pissed.
be. You're not gonna be. Should you? Yes. Texas is not getting in. In fact, they would put Vanderbilt in before Texas, which is bullshit because Texas beat Vanderbilt.
And then Vanderbilt scored a bunch of
I don't
shitty
care about can't lose fucking 3 games. I don't give a shit. Oklahoma is getting waxed in the
Welcome.
first round. They
We're
do
making the
not
playoffs.
deserve to be in. They got waxed by Texas 23-6. Yeah, they beat Alabama. Congratulations. That was
Welcome.
probably Simpson's worst game of the season. And I mean, dude, if you're telling me the 7 best at-large teams right the fuck now, Texas is one of them, Oklahoma is not. I'm just calling a spade a spade.
We'll see.
Texas A&M did not lose the entire year. Entire year.
Then they play
And
us and what the
they
fuck
lost
happened
to
built
Texas.
to us.
It was BTA. Callum says Pearsall needs to see the ball more.
Yes, dude. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not gonna lie. I totally agree with Callum.
Yeah,
Callum,
Callum's
you
a
have
really
ball
smart
knowledge.
guy. I love this guy. He's always engaged with our streams and in my content. Callum, make sure you're checking out the YouTube too, because this will be up on YouTube as well afterwards. And check it out on X too for more 49ers content. We just did a stream with Grant. I know people don't like Grant. I think he gets a bad rap. Grant is a nice guy. I think
Grant is a great
he's a
guy,
good
man.
reporter. He
I think people think
sometimes
Grant's an asshole. Grant is actually one of the
Grant
nicest
is the
people I think I've ever
nicest
met.
guy, bro. I'm sick and tired of these comments though on the YouTube videos. Get these young kids out of there and get Larry Kruger out there. Oh, so you want more 70-year-olds talking fucking football, dude? Like,
Don't worry, dude, I get so much hate on his channel. It's insane.
it's
Like I remember
ridiculous.
one time I laughed and they're like, "Bro, this guy's laugh is so annoying." I'm like, "Dude, holy shit, you guys
You know
are a
why?
bunch
It's
of
people don't
weirdos."
like the truth. The truth hurts. The
It
truth hurts.
does.
For
It
fact,
does.
I mean, I was telling people to pick up Jalen Coker for about 6 weeks. I'm good at what I do. I don't give a fuck
You're the
about what
GOAT
people
at
say.
fantasy.
I'm not right on everything. I'm not right on everything. I said Neighbors would be the wide receiver 1 this year, and Puka would be the wide receiver 2. I had JSN in the top 10. I was wrong on Neighbors. He got hurt. Puka might end up being the wide receiver 2. I've been right on a lot of things. I'm wrong on some things. I've been telling people to pick up Jalen Coker for fucking weeks. You know how much shit I was getting in the comments? Why is Coker on your waiver wire? Why is Coker? Because I know what I'm doing. I research it at a very high level. I do everything in my power to help people succeed in fantasy football. I am not trying to maliciously, hurt. I want people to win their leagues more than I want to win my leagues. I could give a shit about me. I am a man of the people. But this industry, bro, it doesn't matter. You have a hot take about anything that isn't like the norm. You're gonna get cooked. You could say the sky is fucking blue and someone's gonna hate on you in this industry. That's the
100%.
sports business. Look at
You're
the
right.
most successful people that don't even know football. Like Nick Wright is an idiot 99% of the time. But what is he excellent at? Driving conversation. And I'll always respect him for that.
100%. Yeah, that guy's an idiot.
Colin Coward, his takes have gotten substantially worse over the years, but he always drives
Hey,
conversation. One of
LeBron.
the best to do it.
Hey, LeBron. We're good
Yeah,
now.
Ben Simmons. Yeah,
Ben
it wasn't his
Simmons is
best
here.
take, but he's had a lot of good football takes, Colin Coward. But my point is like you got to drive conversation. My job as a content creator is to give you guys advice when I'm talking about fantasy football. And when I'm talking about the NFL, I want to drive conversation. I want to talk about what no one's talking about. I want to talk about the truth. I want to talk about legit shit. I don't want to see like when people are mad at me about the Colt when I called the Colts frauds, when I called the Broncos frauds, and I'm going to be
You're not wrong though.
I'm not wrong. When I called the Packers frauds, how much hate I got. When I said the Bears would win the division preseason, go look at the receipts. How much hate I got, bro. That's the industry though.
Yeah.
When you're brave enough to say something that's not the norm. I'm not trying to be Josh Pate. Josh Pate literally has the most normal college football takes of all. He'll never say anything that isn't within the norm. And I hate people like that. Jason Timpf is very similar in basketball. I don't know if you follow him, where he won't say anything. Luka has a 75% true shooting percentage. Very good player. Yeah, tell me something we don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Say Austin Reeves is all NBA. Say Austin Reeves is a top 5 MVP candidate. Say something that actually drives conversation. That's the issue I have with the industry. We have too many people saying shit that like it does not drive conversation.
And I agree. 100%.
Too many. I know it's a little off topic, but that is why I'm very critical of Brock Purdy, because I expect greatness from a guy
and he
that's
played
making $53 million a year. And he played fucking great today. He played great. And we got to call a spade. I was wrong about the Browns. I was wrong about it.
And now after this live, I'm gonna go enjoy a Shirley Temple thinking about Brock Purdy.
Dude, I've been fasting since I haven't eaten anything today.
That
I'm doing the Derrick
terrible.
Henry diet, bro. The hill sprints and then the fasting until 2 p.m. every day because it's 2 p.m. where I am on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And then doing the Derrick, trying to extend my longevity because I've dealt with back issues in the past too. Lifting. I don't lift as much weight as I used to because I'm not trying to get hurt, even with a weight belt, bro. Like I don't need to just for my ego go and squat 500 pounds. Like I know I can do it. I'm not going to. That's the difference, I think, in mindset. But yeah, been fasting a lot. Been doing that. But you know who ate today? The fucking 49ers. I love all you guys. Make sure you're following us on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on TikTok.
Niners.
And yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Maj. Make sure to check him out. Follow him everywhere. Make sure you sub to my YouTube. And make sure that you give me some support. They DM some of the TikTok managers, get Brandon's account back, please. No, you don't have to do that. Hopefully, they give me my monetization qualities back, so I can keep making money on TikTok because they disqualified me for a reason that was, I thought, very wrong, in a bug in the system, because AI does all this shit. Like they are in charge of all of it. So some AI bot must have seen, like, oh,
Dude, I
this
hate this, bro. Actually, I don't
video.
like this. Every time you bring it up, it pisses me off, man. Yo,
Dude,
TikTok,
people don't
monetize this
review
guy
this.
again.
Yeah, please
Monetize him
give me my
again.
monetization back.
This is some straight
Ridiculous.
bullshit.
Well, I'm very respectful and I'm
You are
appreciative of
TikTok,
the
you're a great
platform they
app.
gave me.
Brandon is a great guy. Brandon just wants to make money. Thank
I
you.
wanna make money. I wanna make you money. I've made you guys a lot of money, so please give me my